also, this was gifted by Semi. Thank you, Semi. Appreciate it. Now we get to play it. Chapter 1, Adult Life. Florence Yo, 25 years old, 7 a.m. 7:15, we're snoozing. We're gonna brush our teeth? Oh, cute. This reminds me of, WarioWare. Soul, hi, welcome in. I'm gonna make a video of all the tie-dye reveal too that we did at the beginning of stream, and I'll post it later. Hi, Cabbage. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we're going through Twitter. Repost. Like. Repost. Like. I don't want to talk about Twitter right now, though. We're playing tic-tac-toe with $ amounts. Oh, I was supposed to match things. Did I win? Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, I just hung up on my mom. I didn't mean to. Don't worry about me. Nothing. Just work. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Yeah, I know. You don't have to find a boyfriend for me? Oh my gosh. Our mom wants to set us up. Oh, look at this yummy sushi. And save the other piece of... What is this called? When it has the fish on top? Saving that for last. Those are my fave. Sashimi, yeah. 11:50. Time to brush our teeth again. Time to go to bed. And rinse, repeat. Nigiri, I think, is the rice with fish on top. It's one of those. Reminds me of the time I got yelled at by my parents at the pancake house for not hitting on the waitress who was double my age. Oh my god. Please. Chapter 2, Memories. Oh. Whoa, it's a comic strip. We're going to get the vacuum out of the closet. The closet, everything falls down. There's a pink box with some toys and notes inside. We decide to sit down and read the stuff in the pink box. Florence Yo, 7 years old. Doing arts and crafts just like me. Cute! Oh, it's like tissue paper craft, like a, what is it called? Like stained glass, but not? Can I layer this over this? Yeah. Oh, I should have put these on last if I want the star to show up. I like this pink. Let's do pink and purple and then add the stars. So basically I just have to click and drag whatever colors and shapes I want onto the format over here. It's really cute. I know this game everything goes in the square hole, right? Yeah. This is just like Donut County. It's not really. Cute. And then I wanted to have a star on it. Let's just put one star over there. Cute. I love it. I missed a spot. Oh, it didn't like that. Okay, there we go. What is this? Whoa! You can change the color palette. Oh, I like that. Can I ever get back to the original? Maybe not. Okay, there was another one that I really liked, though. Or does it just keep randomizing forever? Where's the one where the boat is yellow? Okay, I like this. This is cool. That's really fun, because it changes patterns, too, because all these on the side change what pattern they are. Yeah, nice music. Have a good lurk, Soul. Thanks for hanging out. And we're gonna hang it up on the... Oh, there's another one! Hang it up on the window. Oh, cute. Fun. Crafting is fun. I wish I could rotate. You can rotate them! Yes! I was like, wait, I haven't tried to yet. Amazing. I always enjoy being with y'all. I always feel so relaxed and happy here. I'm glad. That's the idea. I do too. If I'm not, it means I'm doing something wrong. Oh my gosh, this is too good. Okay, I'm gonna place this and then I'll put the yellow flower back. Oh, this is covering everything up. I don't like that. I should have put more of this underneath the red. No, I'm leaving that. Do you think if I don't use color there, it'll be weird? I think it'll be fine. Beautiful. Arts, crafts, we'll be seeing this again. Suddenly becomes a 2-stream game. I don't think that I can get this game to last 2 streams, but never say never. I want to do more. More projects. Mom, are you making me stop doing art? Study is important too. Oh no. Help. 7. Thanks, Incarnadine. 9. I can math. How old does it say we are in this sequence of events? What level, what grade level math is this? 7. It's what, noon? And this is gonna be, is this gonna be us growing up? These are different pictures. Whoa. Turn back the clock. Okay, turn forward. Oh no! Age 11. We're wearing makeup, we're on the phone. We've got cute school uniforms, maybe those are? We're drifting apart. Age 20. We've got headphones on. 25. We're carrying a coffee, we're looking at our phone. I feel like the music got a lot sadder there. Hey, that's the one I made! The pink box. Now we're sipping some coffee and thinking about life. Chapter 3, Music. Does this bring back the ones that I liked from the first day on the train? Do I like this? It's okay. Salad. Or are these Instagram posts again? Puppy. Friends. Selfie. Selfie. Oh no, my phone died! We're gonna sing our own song. This is letting me just walk along the street and pick up these little music notes. Ooh, and now we're flying. Wow! Won all the music notes. This just turned into a rhythm game. Hello, don't mind me just floating by. Oh, it's coming from a cello. This is nice. Oh, yay! Yellow, and we got a little heart. Act 2, Crash. You can replay the other chapters too. This gives you a chance to go back if you want. If we want to do the arts and crafts again. I'm gonna keep going. It's telling me to use the joystick again. Okay, this is another comic booky one. We're on our bike. We see the cello guy again. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm trying to focus the image. Weird. Oh, there we go. It's him! Weird. So it shows this like blurry image and the sound gets all distorted. And then I'm using these dials. I know my webcam is blocking it. I can move it down a little bit. To focus the image. Like this blocks it a little less. I lost chat. But we'll bring it back. This isn't looking so good. Our bike, looks like our bike toppled over. The music is getting less distorted. Looks like we fell. We crashed. Hence the chapter title. Bring this into focus. Looks like we're laying on the ground. Okay. That's why you don't stare at the cello player while you're riding your bike. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for us. Whoa. Is it him? We've got 3 dials now. Oh. I can hear the cello. One more. It's him. We're talking. We got a phone number. Chapter 5, first dates. Look at our little blushy cheeks. Oh my goodness. Cafe. I don't know what that says. Cafe. Yeah, the blush emote, the Frugy Shy emote. This is too cute. Oh, we have to put a conversation together. Okay, we've got these little puzzle pieces. Let's do the edge pieces. Do these rotate too? No. Okay, we're saying something clever back in response. We're putting our words together. When I crashed my bike in high school, it featured less cute cellists and more scraped elbows. Right. This was kind of a glamorous crash. Everything turned out pretty well, all things considered. I love this music. Queen Victoria Market. Ooh, look at this. The way you can see kind of the scene in the back shifting. The perspective is really nice. We bought something. Pastry. Burrito. How I feel trying to make conversation. Alright, which thing should we say? Oh, there's the timer on the game pole again. Okay, it's working. Nice. More colors, yeah. I want a burrito now. That does sound pretty good. What kind of burrito do you think this is? I think my favorite burritos are always breakfast burritos. There are fewer pieces to put together as you go. Yeah, it was more complicated, and now it's getting easier to talk to each other. Oh, this is pretty. Sort of a city view where you've got like a overlook of a concert hall. This looks like a fancier dinner, maybe? Outdoor dining. We've got a dress on. We're getting drinks. smiling at each other. Only 2 pieces now. We're getting closer together. Oh. That's so cute. And then we kiss. And the wind is blowing through our hair and it's so romantic. And the screen is pink. Easier to talk. And the puzzle pieces kind of kissed too. Aww. Dreams is the next one. And then she wakes up. No. That wasn't a dream. That was real. Well, this chapter is called Dreams. I get it. Let's see what happens. Cello friend is busking, right? That's what that's called. I know. Yeah. We're laying down. We're holding hands. We're scrolling up now instead of down. They did a kiss. Hi, Adam. Welcome in. This is so cute. To be fair, I entered that in before Dreams appeared on screen. Okay. It's kind of funny because I had already seen it, but I was like, no, it wasn't a dream. We're talking about our dreams for our futures. Can I make this circle bigger? This is like a scratch card. A concert hall, all in yellow. And then selling our album. Getting famous from being a musician, very cool. I love all the sparkles. Look at these shades. Look at that smile. Mr. Big Shot cello player. And now we're on the train. Brushing our teeth. Looking at the pink box again. Looking at the butterfly we made. Oh, looking at our dreams. What do we see when we look in the mirror? A big smile. An apron. An artist's apron. Cute. We're doing a little painting. I love it. Hi, Jim. Thanks for the love. How's it going? And now we're sleeping. And now we're actually dreaming. Daydreaming and night dreaming. Chapter 7. Inspiration. Okay, we're talking to Krish on the phone. Oh, thanks for the Christmas headband. Let me grab it. I was gonna adjust the points on that today, too. Ooh, I almost tripped. Okay, let's do reindeer today. Because I did the Christmas tree one yesterday. They always end up sideways. There we go. Okay. Krish is cleaning, it looks like. There's some, like, oh, there's a Game Boy on the floor. There's a Game Boy, a tipped over soda can, notebooks, a mug with a tea bag in it, some clothes, a couple plastic bags, a shoe, some coins maybe. It looks messy. And there's like a towel hanging over the door. Oh, so now this is unpacking. We get to clean. Clean Krish's room. Open the window, get some fresh air, make the bed, pick up the socks and the shoes. Put the backpack on a hook, pick up the skateboard, pick up these snacks and this t-shirt. Close the drawer. What is this figurine? I like this. Clean up this shelf. Close our cello case and clean up these dishes on this bedside table. Nice. What did I miss? We have to put the figurine away? Oh, I liked it. We had to switch it out for a houseplant. Boring. It looked like a superhero action figure. Okay, we went over to Krish's house. Or place, or room, or I don't know what. He's talking to us and we notice a book or something under the bed? Academy of Music. Hey, what's this? I'm snooping. Houseplants are cool, but nothing wrong with the figurine, right? They made it seem like it was messy, and it wasn't. It was cute. Student application. Krish looks maybe embarrassed, but we're pushing him over to the music school. I have to tap A bunch of times to push him inside. And now we're journaling. Maybe. We look happy. We're drawing! Sketchbook! We're drawing Krish! Cute. Nothing like an Annapurna game to get you in your feels. I know. It's so good. Chapter 8, Exploration. It's a map of the city with a bunch of pins in it. I don't know what they are. I don't know anything about this city. Let's go to this one. It's near a green space. Oh! Krish's music friends. It's a Polaroid that we had to shake to get the image to show up. And it looks like a band performing. This one is over to the east. Like it's on a street or something. Oh, forest hike. Nice. We went on a hike together. Skateboard lessons. Cute. Shake it like Polaroid picture. Thank you, Semi. Yes. That is what they are getting us to do. We went to a museum. These look like they're downtown. Krish's first sushi. I can't tell if he likes it or not. Maybe not. the Hemrajanis. Krish's family is what this looks like. And it's adding a bunch more photos to the map. So cute. What are we doing? What's our job? Where do we work? It showed us sitting at our desk. I don't know what our job is. At the beginning, it had us like putting in a bunch of $sign values onto like a spreadsheet, I guess. The kid without the force grid knows what's up. Act 4, Chapter 9, Groceries. We're at the grocery store. Okay, we're talking. Interesting format. Looks like we're having a disagreement. Oh. These puzzle pieces have more jaggedy edges. And they're coming faster and faster. Oh no. I'm not fast enough. This is stressing me out. Uncomfortable train ride home. Not pineapple pizza again. Wonder what we were arguing about. I turned around. You turn around too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Let's talk about it. Oh, it's gonna be okay. And now we're cooking together. 6 months later. Look at all this yellow. This is my favorite game. Moving in. Okay, I'm gonna take a break on the headband. Thank you again. Ooh. They're really cute though. Unpacking! Okay, I put the sneakers by the sneakers. It's definitely unpacking. Slippers by the slippers. The boots by the boots. There's too many pairs. They don't all fit. Can these go on the floor? The house shoes? Okay, sneakers by sneakers is working though. Do I have to put a pair in storage? But I want to keep all of our shoes. Okay, the Uggs are going in storage. Hey, wait. Hi, Daxon. Welcome in. Don't forget to take stretch breaks. I feel like this game if you know this game, is this probably short enough that we can take a stretch break after the game? Or should we take one now? Maybe at the end of this chapter. I don't want to interrupt the chapter since they're so short. We're gonna have to put a lot of stuff in storage. Okay, definitely upgrading to the yellow toaster. Obviously. I'm overwhelmed. Can I put this on the stove? No. Looks like we got an Instapot, a toaster, salt and pepper, sauces, Nutella, Marmite. All the stuff is really nice. I don't have room for it all. Oh no. Foxy, hi, welcome in. It's a short game. That's what I've been told. It's like a real short one. Okay, these condiments are going in storage to make room for our fancy spice rack. I like this little teapot, but this is like an advanced... What is this? I don't know. It's advanced. We're upgrading. Oh, that didn't fit. You Marmite. Cold press? Maybe. This is the last couple things. Okay, this is good. Is there space for more stuff? We can't get rid of the Nutella. This is what I want to keep. This is it. Put these other things away. What is this? Is this a waffle iron? What is that? Panini press? Oh, are these better versions of the Tupperware? Because I could put the Tupperware in storage, maybe. The middle jar looks the same as the one already on the shelf. I know, what's up with that? Looks like a napkin holder. George Foreman, yeah. That's what it reminds me of. How come it won't let me continue like this? Put this away. Put this in storage. Oops. Put this in storage. Oh, I could have kept it. Okay, well, we need salt and pepper. You just have to either pick storage or a shelf for everything. Toasty maker, maybe. Hi, Boba. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Grilled cheese maker. They both really like Marmite, and I put it all in storage. Oh, here. Toothbrush. This is literally unpacking. Okay, we're putting some books in storage. We have a lot of books. Do I get points deducted for like removing all of my stuff? Like, do I have to make sure to keep a balance of mine and his? Oh, that was a cool noise. Classic guy just has a toothbrush, yeah. There's not enough room for all of our stuff. Hey, it's the figurine! Oh, family photo! Hang on, hang on. Look at this. Look at our photos. Wait, you go back for just a second. Okay, because then our photo and our stuffed animal, and then your photo and your figurine. Justice for action figure, right? But I do like this candle. We're just getting rid of all of our books. It's fine. Who needs books, right? Let's put it up here. Who needs books? Excuse me? They're switching to ebooks. I kept the bike pump, the photo, the bear, and the candle. He's got the record player, the records, the figurine, the other figurine, the photo, and the skateboard. Because we chose Justice for action figure is basically why things turned out the way they did. I could ditch the candle, but I feel bad ditching another one of our things. What is this called? Hi Eric, welcome in. How's it going? Cricket bat. It's for cricket. Thank you. Looks like Indian elephant god and cricket. What is this god? Ganesha. Ganesh? Okay, cool. Thank you. We saw this in Krish's room before. I'm putting the cricket bat in storage. I'm sorry. I hope we don't get in a fight over this. We framed the butterfly picture. Look how happy we are. Indian god for money. I might be wrong. Okay. I'll have to look it up. I've seen it before, I just don't know the name. Academy of Music auditions today. Good luck, Krish. You got this. A present. Oh, he got us a watercolor set. Thank you. Chapter 11, Happy Together. One of the Polaroids was us skateboarding together, but I don't think there was a cricket scene. I'd have picked skateboard over cricket too. Thank you. Validating my choices. Good morning! It's 7:15. We're snoozing. Having some breakfast. Yum. 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 Eat your strawberries. Drink your coffee. Yum, 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 yum. We don't need our crust. Come on. The Marmite makes a comeback. Instead of scrolling social media, we're texting each other. Heart, heart, heart. Winky face. Laughy face. Heart. Winky face, cry face, heart. Winky face, winky face, winky face. Oh, here we're back at our job. We're very fast. That wasn't me, that was the game. We're gonna get a raise. What am I doing? What is this motion? Am I supposed to be like tossing it? Taking it off the heat, putting it back off the heat? We're sketching, Krish is practicing. Expert cook, yeah. We're getting better at drawing. Good night. Act 5. Routine. Okay, we're gonna take a really quick stretch break just because we haven't yet and it's been over an hour, so Really, really quick in between chapters. I wonder, can I pull this up so it'll at least start the next song? Because I don't want to just sit in silence. Yeah, 1 year later. Okay, be right back. Thanks, everyone. Let's do this. 1 year later. Cute. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Boba. Time to wake up. Brush our teeth. Make sure to get your gums. Don't forget to floss. Krish is going to the Academy of Music. We're at work. Matching numbers together. Mom is calling us. This is very similar to the very first scene. Yeah, I know. I'm busy. Don't worry about me. Okay. We don't look as happy a year later. We just look kind of meh. This pizza looks good though. How come we don't eat our crusts? That's gonna bother me. Good night. Erosion. Chapter 13. We get to do this clock thing again. Fast forward from us kissing to happy together to looking away from each other, kinda maybe some distance. This Chinese, Cantonese. Crust is for the pets. I don't think we have a pet. Not yet. Ooh, we're doing the dreams thing again. Only it's kind of the reverse. Before we scratched away to reveal the yellow, and now we're wiping the yellow away. Looking very similar to the dream version. Are we smiling at least? No. Krish, what's wrong? Wasn't this your dream? Oh, I don't have to do the whole thing before I can continue. It's interesting the notes are different too. They'd have like eighth notes and quarter notes and they're all with the stems facing up, and this one is all like 16th notes with sharps and like 32nd notes and in groups of 4 or more. It looks more stressful. Okay, here's the paint set, and then going forward in the future. Does this get buried? Yes. Don't cover up your paint set. You gotta make time for your passions. Sweaty cellist, having trouble creating the music he's been dreaming about? Maybe. Could be an interpretation. They're falling down instead of floating up. Yeah, you're right. So now our desk is covered with notes and mail and a mug. Oh, this chapter is called Fight. We both look very stressed out. Bills, yeah, bills on the table covering up our paint. We're doing the dishes. Starting a bright red conversation. Oops. Are we gonna have to do that argument mechanic again? Because it was stressful. you have to push him out of frame to start forming the next response? Yeah. You have to move the frame back and forth. Oh, yep, we have to do this again. This is rigged. This is rigged. What happens if I don't reply? Like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't like it. It just keeps going. It doesn't let you. You have to speak. You have to stand up for yourself, which makes sense too. I don't know what we were fighting about. We're both pretty unhappy. I'm gonna put the puzzle together. Sleeping way far apart on the bed. Oh, come here. Oh, they don't fit together. Sad. Now we're facing each other. Drifting. More puzzle pieces. Looks like a photo that got ripped up. No, 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 don't go away. The pieces are like floating off frame. No. No. Oh god, we're losing it. Florence, Tokyo Drift. How come they keep floating off frame? Stay here. I can't get them to like stay in place either. Like they don't attach. Oh my god, this is so sad. That's the best I could do. That's the whole chapter. Chapter 16, moving out. Hi Dama, welcome in. This game is so sad. I don't remember whose is whose. I think the boots and the sneakers and the slippers. I think the rest was already there. Yeah, I'm playing Frog Detective after. Some script without word, yeah. Oh, all of our appliances gotta go back. I'm keeping the yellow toaster, sorry. I think this is yours. I think this is yours. This is yours. I think this is yours. One of the Marmites is yours. Take it. I don't want it. But I'm keeping your toaster. Keep all the Marmite. Oops. It's like unpacking but depressed, yeah. Oh, and I've made room for all your stuff and now it's gonna go away. Depressing. Get this figurine out of here. Wait, where's my picture? Where's my family picture? Oh, these are your albums too. Look at this. It's so bare. Close up the box. The books were back, yeah. Sad. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take these off again. Thank you for the headband. It's like the opposite of depressing to have these like happy dealy boppers on. I'll wear them after when we need to recover. When we need to heal, we're gonna take the photos off too. We're taking the whole map and putting it in the trash. Oh my god. Hi, Hawkeye. We're crying. This is so sad. We just had a breakup. Chapter 17. Fragments. We're in Act 6 now. We're putting our life back together from the fragments. Oh, this is weird. We're like taking you out of the picture? Oh, dramatic. Bye. I'm sad we broke up. I hope that you become a famous cellist and all your dreams come true. Fast forward. We go on vacation. We're lonely. We call our mom. Hi, Mom. Oh, and she just listens. Chapter 18, Let Go. It's like the memory of Krish is walking next to us. And I can stop for a second. And he catches up. But if I don't move, he falls further and further behind. And fades away. We're letting go. I hope we start painting again, at least. That would be cool. No longer hanging up on our mom. Yeah, definitely symbolic. Just like trying to walk with an NPC. It's an escort quest. Moving on. Wake up. Wake up. Good morning. Time to paint. You can do it. I believe in you. Staring at a blank page. Green. Do we get to paint now? Oh, look. It's Lo-Fi Girl. This plant in the pot is gonna grow up. We're gonna fast forward again. And we're drawing. We cut our hair. The plant is big and healthy now. And our wall is covered with paintings. Cooking with Mom. Second prize. Sketch club. Loaf, we got a cat. Yes. We opened a shop. We're selling all of our prints. They're selling out. Loaf. Our stuff is getting retweeted and liked. Sales are going up, up, up. No more wasted crust. The clock triggered your cat. Oh my gosh. Now we're doing math spreadsheets, but for our small business instead. Moving on. Packing up our office. Best wishes! Taking my calculator, and my mug, and my cute little panda, and my pencils. Oh, we had a picture of Krish under the keyboard. I guess we'll take that. Great day with Krish. Are we stealing office supplies? Maybe. Unclear. What does this want me to do? Oh, take the photo or leave the photo. Can you choose to? Or can you close it up? What else can I click on? I don't think I can click on anything else. I think I have to take it. Maybe I did that wrong. Taking a picture with our mom. Our first gallery showing. We're gonna go talk to the people admiring our art. Making new friends. Talk to this guy with the top hat. No? Okay. Loof! What a beautiful studio. What a happy person. Ding! Did we do it? Yay! I loved it. 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Let's play again. Good little game, for real. I haven't played Maquette yet, no Dama. It's on my wish list, I think. It goes on sale pretty frequently, I just haven't had the time yet. Claps all around. This is lovely. I wonder, do you know if you can choose to leave the picture behind or take it? I still feel like I would have brought it with me, just because, you know, put it in a scrapbook somewhere. I also wonder, like, what we fought about, you know, or we just drifted apart. We were just two different people, and that's okay. And we were able to grow and start our art career on our own, which is empowering. I want to do that arts and crafts chapter like a million times. It was so cute. I loved it. The music is really good. The fact that like every time Krish talks, you get sort of like a cello sweep, and when you're arguing, they did a really good job of having the conversation go back and forth with the music. You have to take the photo, okay. I think I tried clicking on the box lid to close it. I didn't try using the joystick to close it, which is the actual mechanic that's needed. A super special thank you to our playtesters. Nice. It was very beautiful. There's some thematic similarities. Oh, cool. Yeah. That was nice. This was nice. Thanks for playing that with me. Thank you for playing. Gallery. Is this concept art? Unused art. Early character concept art. First dates chapter. First version storyboard of first dates chapter. I love the little like scrolling comic style. Our butterfly at the end was very cute. I like the butterfly. It turned out good. Promotional art for Chinese New Year. Early art style test. These are very different from how it ended up. Unused art. Cute. It was originally for mobile only. Oh. This is... Look at this. Drifting away. Early character art. Early character art. These are all so cute. I love this. Deleted scene. This is the scene we had of stuff falling out of our closet. It happened to Krish too. Early sketches for Let Go chapter. Early storyboard. I love the yellow. There's so much yellow in this game. Mock-up poster. Fragments. The shoes. Fridge. The packing and unpacking. Her coffee. Him tea. Jam. Vegemite. Ugly lamp. Shelf. Sunny. Messy, neat. Swipe. Contents. Oh, this scene was really fun too. So a lot of the scrolling and dragging dropping was touch, which felt quite personal, definitely. And I could see on mobile the ones where you had to like swipe the image to get the dream to appear, like that would feel really fun if you had a touchpad. It was harder on controller to get every little piece to disappear. Need to show her board, kitchen, same old life, eating cereal. Sushi, cake, artist, chef, early age, interest, level up when old, ignore in 20s. Fragments, start, choose level. Draft art. Early sketches. Going to the aquarium. Cactus, thrift store. This is them arguing. Hi Nichols, welcome in, how are you? We just finished Florence, it was so cute. We've got a couple games planned today. And this one was nice and short. I keep trying to raid. I was wondering, I saw you were streaming earlier. I'm sorry it's not going through. Twitch is weird with raids sometimes. Can we get a shout out for Nichols, please? You're playing Tunic again, right? More Tunic, more puzzles. There's a lot of art in here. Am I circling through? No, that's the last one. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you, thank you. I hope it was good. This game was lovely. And thanks for the raid. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know why it's doing that. Welcome. Welcome, raiders. Play this game. I'm sorry you just caught the end of this game, but go play it. It's really short and sweet. Ta-da!